the digital chains, social media rings, whispers through the veins, shadow bands fall, voices suppressed and low, but a new dawn breaks, watch the free words flow. Memelinked rising, breaking the old mold, crypto forge freedom, stories to be told, no shadow banning, no silent erase, blockchain protected in this digital space. In a world of control, where whispers fade, a legend emerged, a stand to be made. Pablo Crow's vision, a future so bright. Memelinked ignites, burning through the night. Memelinked rising, breaking the old mold, crypto forge freedom, stories to be told, no shadow banning, no silent erase, blockchain protected in this digital space. From the ashes of censorship, a phoenix takes flight, composing the voiceless, reclaiming the light. In the realm of the blockchain, our spirits ascend. Memelinked revolution, the world starts to mend. Memelinked rising, breaking the old mold, crypto forge freedom, stories to be told, no shadow.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Pablo Crow, and like always, super bullish on crypto. Man, it's been quite a journey on this channel. You guys remember back in 2021 when we launched the channel, had zero experience on content creating, zero experience on being on camera, just zero experience. My background has always been construction, a welder, and by the time I turned 18 to the time I retired, I was a welder. So it was quite a shift, right? But in order to grow as a person, you have to take risk. You have to take chances, and all you can do is your best and hope for the best. It's a little bit of luck and a little bit of hard work combined to make it a success story. Crypto is no different. You got to come into crypto. You have to learn what crypto is. You have to kind of understand what the terminology of blockchain even means, Web3. Like, these are all words that regular people just don't use. And when you come into crypto, you start hearing a lot about them, like JITs and community building and all kinds of weird stuff, right? But at the end of the day, it's about the results that you get from that learning experience. You can actually change your fucking life here. Like, you can retire at whatever age you're at today. I have a friend that's like 19 years old. They retired literally last cycle. Well, now he's not 19 anymore, but he was 19 when he retired, which is kind of crazy to think about, because to retire so young, you need a lot of millions, and the man did really good, really, really good. And it's kind of crazy. Like myself, I retire in my early 30s, and that right there was a big accomplishment, because if I were to not get involved with crypto, I would still have like 30 plus years as an employee or as a business owner or whatever it was to finish out my working career, which is fucking crazy. I don't know how these old people do it, man. Because right, you wake up, you're like, holy fuck, man, body hurts, you're tired. You're like, man, I don't know if I could do this shit another 30 fucking years. So you have to search for opportunities. These opportunities come to you in the crypto space, but you have to see the vision before the vision becomes the vision, if that makes sense. A lot of the times we want to see success happen before we even make a move, which is dumb, because if the token's already successful, that means you're late. So you need to buy the project with vision that's not successful, that's a lower market cap, and it's a great entry. That's what you got to focus on, because if I buy Dogecoin right now, it's really not going to do shit for me. If you go to Dogecoin with $1,000 and it goes to like $1, you turn your 1K to 5K. Your ass is still broke. You're still broke. It goes to $2. Whoop-de-doo, you made 10 grand. You're still broke. The average car in America today is like $30,000-$40,000 for a shitty car. So yeah, you have to go deeper down into the bottom of the barrel. A lot of you guys are learning about the top 10, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, ADA. All these big projects, XRP, are great. But for a regular investor like you and I, you're not going to get rich. Let's say, for example, XRP goes to, let's give it $10 this cycle. That's a 3x. So you turn your 1,000 to 3,000. Shit, let's say it goes to $20. XRP, $20. Fuck, that's a dream right there. You would turn your $1,000 to what? I don't even fucking know. How much is that? Like $10,000, $11,000? That's it. That's it. You have to understand market cap when it comes to a lot of these tokens. A lot of the times you focus so much on dollar value that you comprehend on the market value of the token. So you have to get out of that mentality of what everybody else is saying, because if you're copying everybody else, you're part of the sheeps. Unfortunately, we all been there. We all been a part of like, what is everybody doing? What is everybody buying? And we go that route and we lose because we're set to lose. We're set for failure. See, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they've been here for so fucking long. You could have bought that shit under $100 a Bitcoin. You could have bought it under $1,000, under $10,000, but you didn't. You weren't here. Same with Ethereum. I remember buying Ethereum at $100. Now it's sitting almost $4,000. See, those opportunities come. Now, a brand new person coming in today, you need to shift your direction and find earlier, younger projects with the future. If you're here and you're buying Pepe, you should have been here in 2022, not 2025. You're 3 years late to Pepe. You got to understand there's an early time, there's a right time, and there's the extra liquidity time, right? You got to understand where you put yourself in at that moment in time. So today we're going to talk about Memelinked. I am the developer of Memelinked. I've been in the space for over a decade. I have done very well in this space, and I have learned the good, the bad, and the ugly of the space. And I know what works, what doesn't work, what should work, what we wish work, and so forth and so forth and so forth, right? It's experience. It's not because I'm like high GPA guy or have 10 PhDs or anything. It's experience. You know, if you've been in the space for 10 years, I guarantee you would have the same knowledge I do. It's just time and the space. That's all it is time. The time we put in. You know what they say? You put in 10,000 hours and you learn a new trade. Well, we put a lot more than 10,000 fucking hours into crypto in the last 10 years. So, before we get started and talk about anything else, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. See, I can't even point the right direction. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Come back and comment. You know, come hang out in the chat. Let's talk about crypto, man. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what you're bullish. We're here to talk about the future and how we're going to get wealthy this cycle. Now, myself, I have my own mission. I have my own plans. Whatever I do, it's something that I want to do. Now, to me, I already been on the hopefully I make it. I made it. And now to me, I'm on the next level, which is how can I make this work in the space? Right? I already been through the I hope I make it in the fact that I made it. Now I'm on the next level. And there's layers to this shit. Like right now you're probably trying to just make your first million. Next cycle you might be the next big developer. That's just how things work, right? You make your money and then you utilize the knowledge that you gather up to make something special. It's not about making another million. It's about making residual passive income for the rest of your life. To become a Mark Zuckerberg, a Elon, to become one of these guys that figure it out. One of these guys that Vitalik, Bureau, CC, one of these guys that just figured it out. And now they make money while they sleep. They make money 24/7. They make money when they're on vacation. They make unlimited fucking money. That's the next level. Right now, most of you guys are just on the level where you're just trying to break your first million. And that's okay. Because everybody that has ever made it before you has been here at the level that you are at. So let's talk about it, right? Like I said, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's jump into something else real quick. We're going to jump into crypto news. The SEC approves in-kind redemptions for all spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, which is fucking bullish. Now, if you go back 6 months, 12 months, people were kind of bearish on Ethereum, which made no sense to me. And that is why I built Memelinked on Ethereum, because I was like, bro, you guys must be new to crypto. Anybody downgrading Ethereum, you must be new to crypto because you don't understand that literally 99% of stable coins are pegged with Ethereum, Bitcoin, you name it, other blockchains. Like there's so much in crypto that wouldn't function without Ethereum. Like it just makes no sense that you would ever be bearish on ETH. It makes no sense because Ethereum literally controls the universe of crypto. So a decision allows authorized participants to create and redeem ETF shares directly in BTC or Ethereum rather than having them use cash. Now, when you think about that, that's huge, right? Because there's two major blockchains here that they're talking about. Bitcoin, which is the best, the first, the one of a kind, the great Satoshi, and nobody could ever take that from them. And two, the second biggest blockchain, Ethereum, right? And I'm really bullish on that because Memelinked is built on Ethereum. Everything that we're building is on Ethereum because we know the adoption for ETH is coming and it's going to be massive. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of that adoption? That's why Memelinked is built on Ethereum, because we're planning ahead for the future. We're not planning for like a quick pump and dump project. We're talking about we want to be up there with the big dogs. We want to be out there 5 years from now telling people about like what we accomplish or the next big thing for Memelinked or what's happening for Memelinked. Like we see a long-term vision here. So ETH is the way if you want to be a long-termer. I'm telling you, it's the way. Now, let's check out Bitcoin real quick. We jump over to tickertrending.com. Now, if you don't use tickertrending.com, you should start because a lot of these projects have actually been moving silently and a lot of you guys don't even know they exist. These projects that are listed on tickertrending.com, 99% of them are fairly new. They've been out for 6 to 12 months. Obviously, we do have some of the major blockchains because, well, we have to have them on there just so people can pull them up. In fact, let me pull up Bitcoin real quick, see where we're at, and see what's happening with BTC. Obviously, we're sitting at 118,000. Hello, hello, and you can see that Bitcoin's kind of just doing its thing. If you go to the 1-day chart, you can see a massive candle bull flag forming right here. Like that's a straight out bull flag. So when you have a bull flag, all you can do is expect a run, right? You can expect a run. I'm guessing that we're going to be seeing 140, 150K Bitcoin very soon, very, very soon. My all-time prediction for Bitcoin is 215,000. I've been saying that for the last 4 years, and it's still 215,000. Now, obviously, myself, I don't know about you guys, but myself, between 140 and 200, I'm gonna start taking profits on my Bitcoin. Like that's my profit zone taking for Bitcoin, just Bitcoin, not anything else, just Bitcoin. Okay, because Bitcoin always pumps first, then the money flows down. So if you hold Bitcoin and you've been in the space for a long time, you take profits off of Bitcoin, you bring them down to the altcoins, let's say Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, and you start, moving your money down, right? So that's what I'm shooting for, 140 to 200K, 215,000 all-time high. Obviously, these are just predictions. This is nobody really knows. Like if anybody tells you they know the future of Bitcoin, I wouldn't know where they got their data because they're just pulling it out of their ass. So nobody knows the future. 200K could come and it could be 500,000. Fuck, who knows? It could happen this year. It could happen next year. It could happen next cycle. Nobody really knows. But one thing we do know with our previous bull markets and bear markets, we know that money flows down. So right now, what you should be accumulating is altcoins and meme coins. That should be your target right now. Not necessarily buying more Bitcoin or buying more ETH. Like you need to focus on altcoins and meme coins. Of course, Ethereum's an altcoin, but it's the biggest altcoin. Move your way down a little bit, start accumulating some lower altcoins, some meme coins. That's what I'm doing. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. That's up to you. Let's jump over real quick and let's see how Ethereum is doing. Let's see, where is ETH? Refresh this real quick and then we'll find ETH. What is ETH at right now? Let's check it out. Check it. 3,800, guys. 3,800. Oh my Jesus. If you don't know, all-time high was like 40. What was it, like 4,900, something like that? So once it crosses that 4,000, we're gonna be pushing an all-time high very, very soon. Going into that 5K. It needs to break $5,000 to break a new all-time high. Now, when it breaks that all-time high, it is going to enter into price discovery. Now, people out there believe that it's going to go to 10, 12, 15,000 this cycle. Some even go extra mile and set 25,000 this cycle. Like myself, my targets are between 6 and 10,000. That's about the time that I will slowly take some profits on Ethereum. Now, when I take some profits on Ethereum, I'm going to shift them down to the other altcoins and the meme coins. That's my next target. So right now, my Ethereum and my Bitcoin, once they get to my targets, I'm going to move them down to the lower altcoins and the lower meme coins. That's the focus. If you don't have any Bitcoin and you don't have any Ethereum right now, then your focus needs to be lower altcoins and meme coins. Find yourself some quality communities. Do it. Because the meme coins, they're going to pump the most. They're going to be doing 100Xs, 1,000Xs. They're going to pump the most. But for example, people that have Bitcoin right now, we don't need like 100X on Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin already did like a 5, 10X from like the bottom, right? When you have like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, a 5, 10X is more than enough. right? Altcoins, you know, once you drop into the altcoins, we're talking like the V chains, the Chronos. Now we're talking 20, 50x, right? But when you drop down to the meme coins, 100, 1,000x, depending on the quality of the meme coin. That's something that you got to focus on. It's the quality of the meme coin. Okay, something to keep in time and I mean in mind. Now we're gonna jump over to Memelinked. Of course, we're here to talk about Memelinked going to 100,000 holders. Now, do I believe we can do that? Yes, I do believe we can do that. Um, right now, it's sitting around 1,300 holders. As you can see, on the first wave, we consolidated for almost 4 months, 3 to 4 months, down at the bottom. And then we had that explosion up to 30 cents, which right now we're sitting at 10 cents. Then we had that a lot of people took some profits. Then we had the next pump that almost went to 30 cents. Same thing happened. Now, one thing that you got to watch out for is this support right here, these entry points. You see all these dips, boom, 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 boom. These are people that maybe made $5, $10, $20,000 in profit in Memelinked and felt they were rich, so they took it. Now, those are your support levels. If you look at the chart, that's your support. That line right there is your support, which is somewhere around 6, 7 cents. But as time goes on, the support gets higher. So right now, this is a new support, roughly around 9, 10 cents. That's new support. As you can see, is bullish. So right now, if you're looking for an entry on Memelinked, this is going to be where I would accumulate right in here. Between the 10 and 20 cents. It's the next accumulation. Now, if we were to do 100,000 holders, then this thing would just go parabolic, right? It would just go something like $50 maybe a coin. So that's the benefit about having that type of amount of holders, is to be able to go to those higher market caps that everybody's dreaming about. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to get there, and why after we see what's going on in the chat. Let's say hello to Simo. What's up, Alan? Alan in the chat. Double, baby. Double. Guilame, I think that's how you say it. Crypto is for sure the opportunity. We're too damn impatient to give it correctly. Yep. You got to be patient, man. You got to have some sort of patience. You can't just come in and think you're going to get rich right away. Anybody that thinks like that, you're just retarded. Like, you have to give it time, okay? I didn't break my first million until I was in the space for, like 6 years. You know what I mean? So you got to give it time. Project with a purpose. What's up, everybody? We got Johnny Volt, OG Volt holder in the house. It's been a while, Pablo. Johnny, I hope you're doing well. Just came out of hiding, letting these markets do their thing. Well, a big shout out to the Volt Army. I hope you guys are holding up strong. I hope you guys are doing your thing. And yeah, keep grinding, man. Like, no matter what, just keep grinding. It's what it is. So, anyways, we're gonna take a minute and a little bit of raccoon action, intermission dance party, and then we're gonna jump into the why Memelinked. Okay.
Man, who out here? Who out?
It's like that.
Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. Now, here's an overall visuals of Memelinked, of the life of the project. If you really look at the overall chart, you know what they say, zoom out. You gotta zoom out. Zoom out when you're trying to invest into a project. Zoom out and see the bigger picture. Now, right here, this is saying buy the fuck out of me. We're in a dip, we're at support, we're trading sideways. This right here screams a buy opportunity. Now, these buy opportunities are going to come at different levels. Right now it's 10 cents. Maybe a month or two from now it could be 30, 50 cents. It just depends on the time of the market. It depends on the excitement in the market. It depends on the future of the project. Obviously, next support could be $1. Like, you don't know, right? You got to look at all the wallets that exited between 10 cents and 30 cents. You got to look at all those big wallets that exit, right? And those wallets got distributed for smaller holders, which is what you want. You don't want somebody to control too much. If somebody controls 1% of the supply, like that could be a flaw. That could be a problem. Now, if we jump over, hold up, let me jump over real quick to Etherscan. I want to show you guys something. Let me share the screen real quick. I'm going to show you something. If you jump over to Etherscan for Memelinked and you look at the holders, which is something you should do for every project, you always want to pay attention to the percentages of these wallets. Like, how much do these wallets hold? Like, can they hurt the project? Can they damage the project? If you look at Memelinked, nobody holds 1%. Nobody holds 1%. Not even Uniswap holds 1%, 0.10%. Why? Because 95.03% will send to the data wallet. Now, how did that even happen? I'm going to tell you how it happened. For the last 6 months, myself and my team, we've been buying people out. Like, somebody cheats, we'll buy their position, and then we'll send those tokens to the data wallet. Somebody else cheats, we'll buy that 5K, send it to the data wallet. Somebody else cheats, we'll buy that $3,000, send it to the data wallet. We've been doing that for 6 consecutive months. Just buying the supply from these people that feel they won by making a few $1,000. We buy their supply and we send it to the data wallet. Why? Why am I doing that? Why would a dab buy people out and burn the supply? Why? Because of the future of the project, because the way this thing is going to go and the way it's going, what it's going to become, right? If we jump over real quick, we jump over to X. I want to talk about a few things about why this project is going to do so well. Let me close some of these fucking windows. I got so many windows open. Hold up. Oh no, I closed the wrong window. All right, give me a sec. One sec, guys. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. See, nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody's perfect. All right, let's go. Okay, we're back. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. We're actually going to go to the Memelinked page. Okay, we're going to go to the Memelinked page. Now, we talk about a 95% burn. That right there is huge, because first of all, no other project has ever burned 95%, especially in 6 months. We got Shiba Inu. They're constantly talking about lowering their supply. We got other tokens that consider themselves hyper deflationary, but you don't even know what the fuck they're burning, but they call themselves deflationary. So you have all these projects that claim they're burning supply, but the blockchain don't lie. It's all in the pudding. If you want to see a real burn, go to Memelinked, 95%. Now, the goal for that is to go to 98%. If we go to 98%, there's going to be a total of 20 million tokens left, which, if you understand tokenomics, we took it from 1 billion tokens down to 20 million. 98%. It's fucking huge. So what does that mean for the investor? That means that the team has to buy supply from you guys to be able to keep sending it to the burn wallet. That's what it means. Now, there's 2 things that are going to happen. One, we're going to buy it for super cheap because the community sold it to us for cheap. Or 2, it's going to cost us a lot of fucking money. Whichever option happens, that's going to be up to the holder. Okay. Now, Memelinked, for those that don't know, Memelinked is going to be, you guys should watch this video, but it's going to be a social media, right? The first crypto social media platform. Now, right now, there's stuff that is something like social media. Like if you look at Pump Fund, and you look at other platforms that are copying Pump Fund, where they have live streams and then people launch tokens there and everybody just sits in the chat and says, pump it, pump it, pump it. You know, that's great, but that's not real social media, because the normies ain't at those platforms, you know, yelling at this guy launching Farcoin to pump it. That's not social media. Okay, social media is that everybody talks about everything, including their family, their kids, their friends, their pets, their everyday life. That's social media, right? And that's the direction Memelink is going to target. Memelink is going to target the normies, because if you target the normies, that's where the real money is. Normies buy without a clue of what they're buying. They don't care the market cap. They don't care about supply. They don't care about anything. They just like to look at the dollar value. How much does this token cost? Like, if you think about somebody buying Tesla and they're buying it at $300-400 a share, they're not looking at the market cap of Tesla. They're looking at, like, this thing could go to $2,000 a share. So they're buying it for $300. That's what they're thinking in their head, right? So that's where the money is. Now, what's going to be so special about everything that we do, we're going to have the option to connect, whether you're connecting with crypto wallets or you're connecting with social medias, Gmails, stuff like that, right? It's going to be very, very intense. We have like massive plans for this platform. You think about a social media, I mean, these social medias, they never stop building, right? So when you think about an investment in a project that never stops building, Memelink is going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those projects that continue to make the social media faster, better, more features, more integration, all these things, right? And we expect to have millions and millions and millions of users. Why? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right now. If you go to the App Store right now, Apple, you go to the App Store and you search social media, you're only going to find like 20. That's it. 20 social medias. That's it. In the world, in the fucking world, 20 social medias. That's it. 20. You know how many cryptocurrencies exist? Over 10 million. Over 10 million cryptos exist in a 4% population usage. Only 4% of the world buy crypto, and over 10 million cryptos exist. But only 20 social medias. That's it. 20. Memelink is going to be 21 in the App Store, in Google Play, mobile App Store for Apple. 21. We're going to be next to X, TikTok, Instagram, all these major social medias that people use every fucking day. Millions and millions and millions and billions of people use every day. When you target that, it doesn't matter what the Jeets do. It doesn't matter what the Degens do. What matters is building a product that can fix a world problem. That's the most important thing. The most important thing to accomplish. Now, for those that have not seen Memelink, you need to check it out. We're going to talk about it here in a minute. Let me connect real quick, and then we'll get going. One second. Okay. All right. Let me share this screen right here. Okay. Let me add it to the screen. Here we go. Memelink. Okay. Right now, what you're seeing of Memelink as far as the UI, and for those that don't know what the UI is the visuals of the platform. The visuals, that's the UI. It's about 10% completed. Now, to you, that's insane, right? And the reason why it's only 10% completed is because you first have to develop the back end of the application, the back end, all the features in the background. Once you get all the hard work out of the way, then you come back and you fix the UI and you just make it look fucking spot clean and just fucking shiny and just beautiful, right? So right now, people can come in and we can drop some posts. You can see right here, I posted this 5 hours ago. The process is not pretty, but the end result will be legendary. You look at the top over here, You see that I'm connected to a wallet. Okay. A wallet, a crypto wallet connected to a social media. Yes, that's us. That's Memelinked, baby. Fuck yeah. Okay. So you look at the leaderboards. We're gonna have a leaderboard of people that are trending the most, that are more active, that are more efficient. Okay. So you're gonna have unlimited trending as an individual, as a corporation, as a whatever. You're gonna have unlimited marking slots. We're gonna have about 20 fucking boxes there that people can market themselves, their music, their influencer page, their product, whatever they want. They're gonna be able to use those slots. Think about that. This platform alone is destined to be a multi-billion-dollar platform when we're done. Why? Because we're going to do so many things. If you guys remember tickertrending.com, recently, we were just on here. This right here, we're going to merge Memelink and tickertrending.com into one application, into one platform. But we're going to take tickertrending.com and push it to a whole new level. Like what you see right now, it's the beta. Even everything's in beta. Everything we have going on, it's in beta. Now, the beautiful thing about it, people on here, they're going to be able to download Memelink on their phone or on their device, and they're going to be able to like just come hang out, drop some memes, drop some gifs, post pictures of their family, friends, all that stuff on their profile, do all these things. And they're also going to be able to trade crypto if they want to. There's going to be buttons in the page that's going to send them over to the other side of the app. Let's say one of these buttons sends you to tickertrending.com, and now you connect your wallet, you start trading. We're going to have our own swap so we can collect fees. So this platform is designed to collect money from all directions, from verifications, from marketing, from trading, from launching tokens, from you name it. We are going to literally have every feature that exists, not only in cryptocurrency, but also in the social media world. When we're talking about live streams, we're talking about videos, images, all these things are going to coexist in a social media. And this coexist is what's going to bring the normies into crypto. It's not going to be everything that you see today because it's still complicated. You tell somebody, okay, how do you get somebody to come to DeFi? It's very hard. You have to tell them, well, you got to download a Coinbase wallet. Okay, cool, Coinbase wallet. Yeah, and then you got to transfer ETH to it. What's ETH? Well, that second number 2. Crypto. Where do you buy that? Well, you buy it at Coinbase. And what do you do? Oh, and then you send it to your Coinbase wallet. Oh, and then from there you go to Uniswap. And then make sure that your slippage is low because you might get front run by a bot. Oh, and by the time you're there, you lost this individual. This normie is fucking gone. They're like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you just said. I'm moving on. And they're gone. That's simple. Or you're going to be able to say, download Memelink and learn about crypto. They're going to download Memelink. Memelink is going to create them a wallet. Memelink's going to teach them how to trade on DeFi. Memelink's going to do everything with them and their everyday social media life. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is a multi-billion-dollar solution to the world. How do you get a normie to crypto? And the best solution is through social media. Why? Because that's the world we live in. You walk around the mall, what are they doing? On TikTok. You walk around the fucking store, Walmart, what are they doing? Instagram. You walk around wherever the fuck you go, what are they doing? They're on their social media. They're not on fucking Robinhood. They're not on any of these crypto platforms. You know where they're at? They're watching fucking cat memes on Facebook. That's what they're doing. So instead of fighting the war that nobody's winning, why not create a platform where they can feel at home and they can do their everyday life and slowly soft shield crypto to the normies. Just soft shill it. Explosion, right? That's exactly what's going to happen. If you see in the bottom left, you see how we have ETH, Solana, other blockchains. There's going to be a world feed where it's going to go based on the algorithm and what they like, news, sports, games, whatever. And there's also going to be an algorithm for blockchains. Let's say you're a big Solana maxi and all you want to do is get feed on Solana. So you're going to be able to shift to the Solana network and only get algorithm from Solana. You're a big base guy, boom, you can shift it to base algorithm, Ethereum algorithm. And you're going to have full control of everything that happens in your Memelinked application of whatever it is that you're feeling like doing. Now that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is going to be a game changer. Now, my position as a developer, I can't tell people to buy. I can't tell people to hold. I can't tell people believe in something. It's really going to be their choice. Do you want to become a millionaire or do you not? Do you have plan B? Do you have plan C? If you don't, then Memelinked should be your only plan. You got to look at everything that you hold in your portfolio. What can that token do for you? What is their plan? What is their strategy? If their strategy is moon pump, we're going to fully fucking send it. Okay. How? There's 10 million fucking coins. Most of them are meme coins. Like how? How are we going to outpace the 999 fucking thousand coins that launch every day? How are we going to do it? Oh, we've been here for 3 years, 4 years. Really? And we can't pump? Why? Well, the bull run's not here. Bro, the fucking Bitcoin's at $120,000. I don't know when the fuck the bull run's coming. Like, dude, you're going to miss it. So you have to look at the opportunities. Memelinked is a fucking phenomenal opportunity. Okay. I wish somebody would have built something like this when I was coming up. This is just fucking amazing. It's amazing that this is happening. Like, it's so amazing that Elipel. Personally, I don't like CoinMarketCap. I hate CoinMarketCap. I'm going to tell you why. I don't like it because they have a community comment section. Bro, there's people talking shit on Crow on those comments. VeChain, Ethereum, Solana. Like, the people that sit in those community chats and just cry all fucking day, they're a bunch of broke people crying. And CMC is just full of that stuff. So I don't want to list Memelinked on CMC. I don't really need CMC. I don't give a shit about CMC. And when we partner up with Elipel, it was funny. Elipel's like, "You're not on CMC?" I was like, "No, we're not getting listed on CMC. Fuck CMC. We'll list there when we're in the top 50. Maybe. Or maybe we'll just make a better CMC. I don't know. Maybe I'll just add something similar like CMC to Memelinked, and I never have to go anywhere else." That's what I told the Elipel. And as soon as I said that, they manually integrated Memelinked to Elipel. And then we partner up on these cards, these hardware cards. So yeah, Elipel is our first major partner. They see the vision of where we're going. They know what's happening. Make sure that you guys go to Elipel and order yourself a custom Memelinked hardware wallet. It's a must. You should do it. It's a must. It's a must. Now let's jump over back to Twitter. And before we do this, man, I need to take a breather. Let's play something. Let's go, boys. right, we are back. We are back. And yes, guys, for 3 more days, we're doing a 20% bonus on buys from $500 to $5,000. So if you have not seen any of that, I suggest that you check it out. You guys can follow me on Pablo_Crow, and you can actually see some of those. See if I can find it real quick. Right here. It's been out since 26 and it's 29. So it's been out for 3 days. So about 2 more days, you can get 20% on bonus tokens on buys from 500 to 5,000. And we do these little sweet deals because most of you guys are down on other projects or hurting for money. And it's hard to let go. It's hard to say, you know what, fuck it. Time to move on. Time to find something new, better. So we do these little bonuses to make the deal a little sweeter for a new investor. And obviously old investors that want to just continue to accumulate. So we do these all the time. I think they're super bullish. Now, I've been buying some supply myself. I added to the marketing wallet and we give away those tokens. So we're actually being forced to buy from DeFi to continue these bonuses. So not only do we buy to burn, but we also buy to give away tokens, which is fucking amazing. It just keeps that buy pressure and that floor stronger as we do that. So make sure that you check that out. That's crucial. Let me jump over back to Memelinked real quick. We're going to talk about a couple of things on there. And so if you guys didn't watch this, we had a Binance AMA. Just follow at Memelinked, and you guys can go watch that 40-minute Binance live. Now, it was really good because the lady had a lot of like very technical and very experienced questions. The one that was doing the interview. And, I did the best I could, and I felt like it was a great interview. So if you want to watch an interview on Binance Live, go watch it. Go check it out. See what's up. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about. Let's see. We talked about the LPL wallets. We talked about all the buybacks and burns that we constantly do. Don't you just wish that your token would do buybacks and burns? Like, don't you wish that? Like, sometimes you're just sitting there talking in the VC with all your buddies. Don't you just wish that your dad would just show up and be like, fuck it. Here's a buy. I'm sending it to the dead wallet. But nobody does that. Nobody likes to do that because it costs money and then you burn it. You can't sell it. You can't fucking cheat. Like it's a tough thing to do. It's a mental thing. So if your debt's not doing buybacks and burns, you might want to consider in finding a new debt. All right. Now let's talk about this right here. This is huge. Now, if you have not seen this, I'm gonna play the video because we are launching our first ever NFT collection. Now, we'll talk more about the benefits after you guys watch the video, okay?
In the OGM cage, pieces rare, a digital gem with a story to share. From the first mint to the latest sale, each NFT shines in its own special tale. Look at the genesis where it all began, with every pixel a piece of the clan. The OGs hold strong through the ups and
Isn't that cool though? Like, look at these things. They're gonna be so fucking awesome. Like raccoon NFTs, boys and girls. Raccoon NFTs. Now we've been having this thing with raccoons for years. Like we love fucking raccoons on the show. They're so funny. They're very entertaining. So when we decided to launch our first NFT collection, the name of our token is Memelinked, right? It's basically memes linked together. That's basically what it means. So we don't really have a mascot. We could be anything. We don't have a specific name. We're not like an emu or a dog or a cat. We're just Memelinked, right? So we're launching this OG collection. Um, there's gonna be 1,000 of them, 1,000 NFTs. Now let's talk a little bit about what's gonna come with the NFTs. I'm gonna show you right here. So we are going to create um, a fighting game with these NFTs. Now, we're not gonna do like connect your NFT for your character to pop out and run this fucking game through the blockchain. We're not gonna do any of that bullshit. The game will be a mobile application. It will be a game that anybody that are not even related to crypto, anybody that just likes to play games, they'll be able to download it on the App Store and they'll be able to play. Now, we're gonna add features like you can buy clothing, you can buy some hats, you can buy weapons, you can buy all these things, and that's gonna create revenue, right? It's gonna create a lot of revenue, and the revenue that the game makes, it's not a play to earn, guys. It's a play for everybody. Everybody gets to play this game. But those that actually hold the NFTs, you're gonna need to have 10,000 MK tokens and 3 NFTs. And the revenue that the game makes on the App Store, we're going to share revenues with people that follow those instructions. And this revenue, basically how it's going to work, wrong button. We're going to put it in like a liquidity pool, right? And you're going to come in and you're going to have your 3 NFTs, your 10,000 tokens, and you're going to be able to claim your percentage of the money that was made on this game every month. Every month you're going to be able to come in and collect money. Now, a good game, a good mobile game can be fun for 5, 10 plus years, depending on what it is. And I believe that raccoons beating the shit out of each other, I think that's going to be a hit. It's going to be a big hit because there's nothing really in the market like that. If you think of like Smash Bros, it's very entertaining, and they use characters from all different games, and that's fun. You think about Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. These are games that have lived on for decades and decades and decades, right? So we're gonna create this game that's gonna have 20 to 40 characters from the NFTs. We're probably gonna pick the most rarest NFTs to be the character. So if you mint a rare one, congratulations. It's probably going to be a character in the game. And that's what we're going to do with these NFTs. Now, 33% of the revenue that gets collected on this mint, we're going to utilize it for buybacks and burns because we have a target, 98%. And we're going to get fucking there because we want to send this token to the fucking moon, right? But we're giving you a way of how we're going to send it to the moon, okay? We're going to have 3 things that I want to talk about, okay? Now, if you wonder if we can actually build games, because you're probably here for the first time, you're like, well, fuck, can you even build a game? You know how many times I have heard about a token that's making a game? And they're like, and then there's never a game. Well, you can actually go to pablocrow.com and you can see that we already launched Kishi Bros on Google Play, Kishi Bros on the App Store, Monkey Kong Racing on Google Play, and Monkey Kong Racing on the Apple Store. Now, these games are also in the beta. They're not even done, but you can download them, you can play. And the reason why we did it like that, because we want to build our utilities, our services in real time. We want people to know that like we're building this shit. It's not just some bullshit promise like what everybody does in crypto. Like we're actually spending a lot of fucking money on the development, on the social media, on the games, on our decks. Like it's all there. Like the beta is all there for everything. And you can see it in real life. And keep in mind, these betas have already made us money. Ticker Trending has made us quite a bit of money that we use for buybacks and burns. These games are making us money with ads revenue already. They're in the beta and we're already getting revenue shares. Like these things already make us money. That's the beautiful thing about it. So now imagine when we complete the games, when we complete the social media, when our DEX is the best decks on the freaking planet. Think about the money that we're going to make. Think about the supply being pretty much all gone because we burned the shit out of it. People are going to buy Memelinked in fractions. They're going to buy it in fractions. And that's where things are going to get very, very excited. If you look at this chart right here, kind of gives you an idea of the direction. Okay. At $1, Memelinked will be a 49 million market cap. 49 million. You know how many meme coins have gone over 100 mil? A lot. And most of them, they're useless. They don't really have a strategy. They're funny, they're exciting. They're just a shit coin that pumps to 100 plus million. Okay, that happens a lot. Now, $10, 490 million. Now, at $10, you're becoming a very respectable project in the space. You're okay. People are taking you serious now. Institutional, yeah, shady. That is your design. Institutions are looking at your project. Why should we buy Memelinked at 490 million? Institutions are going to be looking at this like, why should we buy this? Well, look, guys, we're building what X never did. We're building what YouTube never did. We're building what TikTok never did. That right there is an incentive for institutions to put money into Memelinked. That right there alone. And we're building a social media of the next revolution of decentralization and social media in the world, because crypto is going to be adopted one way or another. The question is, who is going to figure it out first? Who is going to connect the normies with the rest of the with cryptocurrency? Who's going to do it? Who's going to build that platform that brings in everyday people to buy crypto? Who's going to do it? Right now you're thinking, well, Coinbase is the closest thing. It is. So is Binance. They're the closest thing. And you got, big names like Ronaldo, promoting Binance and so on and so on, crypto.com. These are the closest things that we have to connecting to the normies. Now, it's not enough. It's not enough because they haven't accomplished 100% adoption. They haven't. They're only at 4%. With all their technology and all their ideas, they're only at 4%. Why though? Why? Because it's a learning curve that a regular person just doesn't want to fucking do. That's it. They're lazy. They're fucking lazy. So how do you capitalize on lazy people? That's a true question. That's the billion-dollar question. How do you capitalize on lazy people? You give them a platform where they can be fucking lazy. And in the left side, in the right side, you have this blink. Buy button, buy button, buy button, ETH, Solana, Bitcoin. You know what? I feel strong today. I'm going to click that button. I'm going to see what this crypto crap is about. You pick interest. Venmo, Cash App, all these platforms are trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure it out. But you know why they haven't figured it out? You know why? Because most of these people that own these platforms, they're not normies. They're guys that have been billionaires for years. For years. So they're trying to figure out how to attract the normie with the billionaire mentality. And we're over here like, you know what? Shit, I was a normie 4 years ago. It's not that long ago. I was broke. I was waiting for that crow to hit that dollar. Just please, baby Jesus, Raptor, please hit a fucking dollar so I can quit this fucking job. We were there. We were normies. So when you think like a regular person and you build around a regular person thinking, then you become successful. That's why our games have nothing to do with fucking crypto. Nothing. You play Kishi Bros, you play Monkey Kong Racing. They're just like regular games on the App Store. Why? Because when every game developer in DeFi is trying to make a blockchain game, Nobody wants it. How are you going to compete with Grand Theft Auto 6 that we've been waiting for forever? You can't. I can't compete with Xbox and fucking PlayStation. There's no way. So we built games on the App Store because thousands of games are there. We built a social media when there's only 20 social media. See, it's going to be easier to get attention on our social media than it is on our games. But once social media picks up for Memelinked, guess what? We can market our own games to all these millions of users. And we make our own games famous, successful within our own social media. Tickertrending.com, we make it successful within our social media. Why? Because we gave the normies what they wanted, a platform where they can be lazy, drop some cat memes, drop some fucking funny videos all fucking day, and in the left side, you have a ticking bomb yelling for them, crypto, 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 till one day that person becomes interested enough to click those buttons. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we become a multi-billion-dollar project. This is Memelinked. Don't fade, guys. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.